Lexus RX XU30 2003 to 2009. In 1998, development began on the XU30 platform under Chief Engineer Yukihiro Okane. Design work was started under Makoto Oshima and would continue into 2000 when a concept design by Hiroshi Sakuki was approved. By early 2001, the final production design was green-lighted by the executive board, with the first prototypes being tested in 2002. Design patents were filed on April 1, 2002 under number 794 at the Japanese Patent Office and on April 21, 2003 at the United States Patent and Trademark Office. The XU30 was previewed in January 2003 at the North American International Auto Show. Featuring a sleeker body style than its predecessor, the XU30 claimed to have a drag coefficient of CD equals 0.35 and new LED tail lamps. From the inside, the RX 330 interior featured genuine golden bird's eye maple or walnut wood trim, a sliding multi-level center storage console, dual-zone climate control, and power tilt, telescopic steering column. Available options included a 210-watt, 11-speaker Mark Levinson premium sound system, DVD-based navigation system with backup camera, rear seat DVD player with wireless headphones, panoramic 3-panel moonroof, and heated seats. All RX models came standard with 8 airbags, including dual front airbags, front row side torso airbags, side curtain airbags, a driver's knee airbag, vehicle stability control, FDM on RX 400 hours, and a tire pressure monitoring system were standard. An adaptive front lighting system, AFS, with HID headlamps and a backup camera, W/navigation system, were optional. In Japan, the Toyota Harrier was the first worldwide production car with optional radar-assisted pre-collision system, pieces, forward collision warning only, no autonomous braking. Front and side view monitoring and cornering assist monitor with street monitor. The Lexus RX received a good overall rating in the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety frontal crash test. U.S. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, NHTSA, crash test results in 2004 rated the RX 330 the maximum 5 stars in the frontal driver, frontal passenger, side driver, and side rear passenger categories, and 4 of 5 stars in the rollover category. In February 2003, the second-generation Toyota Harrier, codename ACA30 and MCA30 for the front-wheel drive models, and ACA35 and MCA35 for the all-wheel drive models, was launched in Japan. The Harrier was fitted either a 2.4 liters i4 or 3.0 liters V6 with or without all-wheel drive, and a new 5-speed automatic transmission with plus/shift along with available air suspension on the 3.0 liters V6 models. The new RX launched for European and Asian markets in early 2003, where it was sold as the RX 300, MCA30/MCA35, and made in Japan. Asian markets included Singapore, where it succeeded the previously sold Harrier, South Korea, and Taiwan. The RX 300 featured a 3.0 liters V6, with only the all-wheel drive version available, and air suspension could be specified. In North America, the RX 330 series began sales in March 2003 for the 2004 model year. Here, the car was badged RX 330 denoting its larger 3.3-liter V6. The RX 330, MCA33/MCA38, was powered by a 3.3-liter all-EV certified 3MZ-FA V6, rated at 230 horsepower, 170 kilowatts, and 238 pound-feet, 323 Nm, linked to a 5-speed automatic and was offered in either front or all-wheel drive. New technology features included adaptive front lighting system, AFS, with swivel headlights, height adjustable air suspension on the all-wheel drive models, dynamic laser cruise control system, and rain sensing wipers. All North American models were initially built in Japan until September 2003 when production of the RX 330 began in Cambridge, Ontario, Canada. For each year of the second and third generation RX, a small number of non-hybrid RXs were assembled in Japan. Lexus debuted the RX 400 Hours, MU38, at the North American International Auto Show in 2004, with plans to launch the vehicle in the US market. The equivalent Harrier hybrid debuted in Japan on March 22, 2005, the same day as the Highlander hybrid. Hybrid production began in March 2005 at Toyota Motor Kyushu. The Lexus RX 400 Hours made its US sales debut in mid-2005, with over 9,000 pre-orders at launch. The RX 400 Hours' arrival in the US had been delayed by several months. Lexus had announced in November 2004 that the American launch of the hybrid Lexus SUV would occur for the 2006 model year. The RX 400 Hours became the first production premium hybrid vehicle when it went on sale in 2005. Compared to the Lexus RX 330 and RX 350, the RX 400 Hours featured a different front grille and round fog lights, and also differently styled LED taillights in place of the conventional LED ones on the RX 330/RX 350. Different exterior colors were offered. In 2007, hybrid badging was added to the rear side doors. The RX 400 Hours interior featured a hybrid information display on the navigation screen showing electrical motor, gasoline engine, and regenerative braking activation in real time. Some RX 400 Hours models without navigation screens displayed the information on a small monochrome display on the instrument panel. When launched in 2005, the RX 400 Hours came exclusively with brushed aluminum interior accents, in place of the wood trim offered in the standard RX. This changed in 2006, when the RX 400 Hours became available with bird's eye maplewood trim. Since its launch, the all-wheel drive RX 400 Hours/Harrier hybrid was sold at a substantial premium over the non-hybrid RX 300/RX 330/RX 350/Harrier. In the US, the initial base price was $49,185, which was a $5,600 premium over a similarly equipped RX 330/RX 350. A front-wheel drive version of the RX 400 Hours debuted in 2006, with a base MSRP approximately $1,400 less than the all-wheel drive RX hybrid. For 2007, along with the reduction of the federal hybrid tax credit for its hybrids, Lexus lowered the base price of the RX 400 Hours to $42,580 and $41,180 for the respective all-wheel and front-wheel drive versions. The list price in Japan for the Harrier hybrid ranged from $4.095 million to $4.62 million. Based on the 2010 Lexus RX redesign, there was no RX 400 Hours for the 2009 model year. However, the RX 400 Hours did receive a facelift for the 2008 model year, featuring a blue Lexus badge and a rear spoiler that matches the body color. The gasoline-powered part of the RX 400 Hours engine system was a 3.3-liter 3MZ V6, very similar to the one found in the RX 330. It produced 211 PS, 155 kilowatts, 208 horsepower, and 288 Nm, 212 lb-ft. The gasoline engine was aided by a maximum of 2 additional electric motors, one driving the front wheels, producing 167 PS, 123 kilowatts, 165 horsepower, and 333 Nm, 246 lb-ft, and connected to the CVT gearbox, and the other driving the rear wheels, producing 68 PS, 50 kilowatts, 67 horsepower, and 130 Nm, 96 lb-ft. The whole system, called Lexus Hybrid Drive, also Hybrid Synergy Drive, produced a maximum of 272 PS, 200 kilowatts, 268 horsepower. With Lexus Hybrid Drive, under normal driving conditions, only the front motor and gasoline engine were used. The rear motor was only used under full throttle acceleration or when the front wheels lost traction. A NiMH battery was responsible for powering the motors, and charged by generators during deceleration or sharp cornering. Standard features included an electronically controlled brake and vehicle dynamics integrated management stability control system. The RX 400 hours gasoline engine switched off automatically and the car ran completely on electricity when either stationary, decelerating, or being driven at slow speeds, less than 60 km per hour, 40 miles per hour. Not only did the hybrid drive in the RX 400 hours improve fuel economy, but with the assistance of the electric motor, the RX 400 hours could reach 0 to 97 km per hour, 0 to 60 miles per hour, in 7.3 seconds, quicker than the gasoline-only RX. Despite the increased performance, the RX 400 hours/Harrier hybrid consumed roughly the same amount of gasoline as a compact four-cylinder sedan and it qualified as a super ultra-low emission vehicle, SULEV, in the US. Passing power at lower and mid-engine RPMs was noticeably improved due to the electric motor. The water pump for the gasoline engine is driven by the camshaft belt. To improve efficiency, and because the gasoline engine shuts down during electric-only operation, the alternator, power steering pump, and air conditioner compressor are beltless. Rather than being tied to engine output, these components are powered by electric motors via the battery instead. The RX 400 hours served as the launch vehicle of the Lexus hybrid lineup, which later expanded to include hybrid versions of other Lexus vehicles, including the GS 450 hours and LS 600 hours/LS 600 hours L, and in 2009, the first ever designated hybrid, no gasoline model available, Lexus, the HS 250 hours. In January 2005, Lexus introduced the RX 330 Thundercloud Edition for the US market, featuring a chrome horizontal slatted grille, unique 5-spoke 18 inches alloy wheels, black bird's eye maplewood trim, Thundercloud badges and carpeted floor mats, and two special exterior colors, Thundercloud Metallic and Thundercloud Flint Mica. Production was limited to 6,500 units. In 2006 for the 2007 model year, the RX received a mid-cycle refresh consisting of a new 3.5-liter 2GR V6 replacing the 3.3-liter 3MZ V6 engine on non-hybrid models, updating the vehicle's name from RX 330 to RX 350, with new model codes XU30 and XU35. The RX 350 also featured an updated, Lexus Generation V/DVD navigation system with improved graphics, voice-controlled destination inputs, and a new feature called Breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs will enable drivers to retrace their steps. The new navigation system also featured voice dial systems and the ability to enter destinations by voice address while driving.